United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Make a motion to allow our meeting to participate remotely. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, now we'll make a roll call.
Chrysler.
Here.
Eddie. Schneider. Stevens. Scott.
Here.
Smith. Here. Garrett. Here. Beeson. Here. 6 Aldermen present, 2 absent.
Today's meeting was moved to today from yesterday due to the holidays, so we'll begin with consent agenda items, approval of minutes of previous meetings, payroll and disbursements.
Make a motion to approve consent agenda items.
I'll second.
Any discussion or questions? Okay, roll call.
Chrysler.
Yes.
Eddie. Scott.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Garrett.
Yes.
Beeson. Yes. Pastor.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay, next is the engineers. Benton Associates, that first. A quick update.
Thanks for having me tonight, guys. So I passed out a letter of recommendation of award for the wastewater treatment plant project. Last meeting I came, so we've got bids looking good. We were evaluating. We have evaluated them. We went through. You had 4 bids. The low bid was for $17,305,700. All 4 bids were fairly close from good quality contractors. We actually had 11 contractors looking at it, so it was a really good competitive bidding environment. But we've evaluated it. Grunlow Construction is the apparent low bidder, and they are the ones who just completed the work out of the water plant. So they worked well with the city staff and know everybody there. So we are recommending award of the project, but the debt authorizing ordinance isn't large enough. So Mr. Mark has drafted a new debt authorizing ordinance that will be in front of you at the next meeting for $22 million. That is just an authorization up to, not to exceed number. We have to include all grant funds in that authorization because they give you a loan and then they take the grant off at the end, so you have to authorize for that entire amount. But we are recommending we move forward with that. It will be on your plate at the next meeting, and then it has a 30-day public notice period, and then we will move forward with the notice of award in the January timeframe. So just want to give you an update of where we're at, and I included my business card on the back of those packets in case anybody has questions. My office and cell phone number are on there. So thank you very much, guys.
All right, thank you.
Have a good night.
Moving on to Pana Pride.
Thank you, Mayor. So I'll just run through the packet real quick. We've revised it a little bit to make it a little more clean cut. So the sedimentation 319 grant, we have not heard an update on those grant funds for the planning grant yet. The leverage funding from the IEPA. So the IEPA came out with bypass funding last month. The only problem with the bypass funding is it was loan only, so we advised to not take it since you're not time sensitive at this point. So they are talking about offering letters of commitment and additional bypass funding come January. So hopefully there is principal forgiveness included in that. So that funding, you could have principal forgiveness up to 80% from the fiscal year 2025 plans. The Safe Routes to School project, so the total survey and the boundary survey has been completed. We're drawing up easements for the school. Those should be the only 2 easements that we need. So the tentative schedule for that is a spring letting for summer construction while school is out. That way, whenever we have construction going on, we don't have kids in session. The OSLAD grant, we have not heard back on an award for that yet. Flipping to the second page, the DCO grant, the NOSA has been accepted. We're hoping to have grant agreements before December 4th. So actually fiscal year 24 DCO grants are due on the 4th. We would expect those to come before that. I'm not actually sure that they will, but that's for the 7th Street water main replacement project, which that will be waiting on IEPA funding for additional funds on that as well. The disaster grant, So that's, the city applied for that, that amount was $74,562.82. We held a closeout hearing prior to this. The IEPA funding, so that's just a little bit of a breakdown from the CDS grant, the transmission main, and the DCO grant. And on to the last page. The ITEP application, those were due September 30th. We have not heard anything on those grants yet. And lastly, the community facilities grant. So we did find out the city is eligible through rural development for a community facilities grant to purchase equipment, so truck, camera. Be eligible for 35%. So in this example, if the equipment was $55,000, you'd get like $19,000 in grant funds to purchase equipment, a vehicle, things along that nature. So we're working with Greg and Kirby on that, and we'll keep you updated as it goes. So other than that, that's all we got.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Seth.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, Todd, you're up.
All right, there are three ordinances to be considered tonight, including the second presentation, along with this first presentation. The first one is the second presentation of an ordinance amending special use permit to allow revised approach to helicopter pad at the Pana Community Hospital. It expands the angle from which helicopters can approach the landing pad.
Make the motion to pass that on.
I'll second.
Any discussion or questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Eddie?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Smith? Yes. Garrett?
Yes.
Beeson? Yes. Pastor?
Yes.
Chrysler?
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, that's ordinance number 2003.
The next matter is a second presentation of ordinance that establishes construction standards for rooftop construction in the C1 General Retail District.
Make the motion to pass that on.
I'll second.
Any discussion or questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Scott?
Yes.
Smith? Yes. Garrett?
Yes.
Beeson? Yes. Pastor?
Yes.
Chrysler?
Yes.
Eddie?
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, ordinance number 2004.
And the third matter is the first presentation of an ordinance that adds a section 25-152 of the zoning code that regulates accessory buildings.
I have a question about this. I'm not really sure where it came from, because this wasn't the committee had met and we were working on this. I had gotten hold of the attorney to see if there was a time that we could get together and clarify a few things. And, then I found out that there had been kind of like a meeting that took place that nobody on the committee was aware was happening. And, so now it's on the agenda, I'm not really sure, because we were working on this, we spent some time, and we had come up with some things that we thought would be beneficial for the cause.
If you can solve the problem, then we can strike it from the agenda until that problem is solved. It was put back on the agenda because no action was taken in the committee.
We were
Yeah, we
in the
did take
process
action.
of working on it.
We had set up a time for her to meet. I attempted to fix this and couldn't get anywhere, and for whatever reason, obviously emails I don't think was a good way to try to fix this. It was too complex of a situation, which is the way I tried to do it. I have over 20 emails from trying to fix this ordinance. Didn't work. And too many people were getting involved in it. So this time, Dina was gonna try meeting with the attorney. We had already set this up to try to get this as a workable ordinance that's good for everyone. It's very difficult to do. There are too many opinions on this ordinance. She did not have time to set up that meeting before it showed up on the agenda.
Okay. Strike it from the agenda, and we move on. That's the last topic. Take it back to your committee and finish it there. I want it on the agenda. Thanks, Council. All right, Greg?
Okay, Chris and Kent's crews cleaned out a 20-inch clay tile that's east of Chautauqua.
put a manhole in it and ran 12-inch plastic tile to 2 catch bases on either side of the proposed sidewalk for the Santa Claus house.
You guys are looking.
I will.
Close to Christmas, Greg.
Anyhow, so that is completed. The sidewalk's not in yet. But everybody else is happy.
Thank goodness.
And that's all I got.
Kirby?
Yeah, just a couple of updates. So if anybody on the council or anybody in general has questions on anything on the report that Seth just presented for Milano and Grenlo regarding these projects, like almost all of it, I've helped with, filled out the grant application for, so if you have any questions regarding the actual project itself, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions on it. There is a lot. So, just wanted to touch base on that. Also, we're still working on the creation of the business alliance that we are, planning to have oversee the operations and maintenance of both the Plaza project as well as the Roseland Theater project. So, right now I'm in the process. I've put together what I feel like is gonna be a very solid board of people that are gonna sit on this, that are going to have, their own unique, characteristics that they can provide to this alliance. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm working on that. Kim and I have had several conversations about how this transition will take place. Just so the public knows, we are trying to make this as smooth as the transition as possible. We don't wanna see a disruption in operation out of the Roseland Theater. We don't anticipate there to be any issues with that. With that being said, we do not have a closing date set, but according to the sales contract, it has to be on or before December 20th. This week I have a meeting set up with the current owner and manager of the Roseland Theater to talk about licensing and distribution of films. That's an entire beast within itself, so we're gonna work through all the kinks on that so we can see a smooth transition until we get the business alliance completely buttoned up and they can take over the operation hopefully, so. Yeah, closing date will be set officially after that meeting takes place, and that's later on this week, so it's looking pretty good so far.
Exciting news.
Yep.
Tanya? I have 3 items. Oh, you're not on here, sorry. Yeah, you clerk, go ahead.
We have the proposal from Lively Mathis Hooper and Noblet for the 2025 fiscal year audit.
Make a motion we approve the proposal.
Second.
Any discussion or questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson,
Yes.
Pastor,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie, Scott,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
All right, I have 3 items now. Payment of real estate taxes for 125 South Locust in the amount of $6,386.32. I need a motion and approval to pay.
I'll make a motion that we pay the $6,386.33 for the real estate taxes on 125 South Locust Street.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call vote.
Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson. Yes. Pastor,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie. Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay. How about you were just notices, we had emergency repair for the back truck from Co-Equipment in the amount of $21,124.68. We also had emergency purchase of 2 pumps for the lake lawn, and that number is incorrect, there should be a 1 in front of it, it's actually $16,500, $665. All right, go on to report of committees, community safety.
I guess I'll do it since he's not here. Just make a motion to remove Richard Ginger and Kristen Hoffer from the fire department roster due to their inactive status.
Second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor? Opposed? All right. Community operations.
Just like to make a motion to approve an oversized lake law request for Stephen and Sharon Bean at 81, double fees will apply.
All second.
Second. Any discussion or questions? Roll call vote.
Beeson,
Yes.
Pastor,
Yes.
Chrysler,
Yes.
Eddie. Scott,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Garrett,
Yes.
just wanted
Did they leave?
they weren't
Oh, they weren't? Then I was thinking something else.
I just wanted to let everybody know that the sewer department and the street department worked together down there at the park. They were down there 3 days trying to find the problem. They found it, they fixed it like Greg said. And then today they're now working on 9th Street in front of the hospital, getting ready to change a fire plug valve. They gotta redo some of the sewer, just what we reported a few months ago. They started that project. Just wanna let you know what was going on.
All right. Administration?
I'd like to make a motion to, approve the Axon Taser software and charging equipment in the amount of $3,600, which is a 5-year contract. And all that money will come out of the DOJ account.
Second, any discussion or questions? Oh, Chief, yeah.
Yeah, this is a part of that grant. We found out the grant covered the hardware, the tasers, all the equipment, accessories, but there is a software package required for taser, for download storage, and it's, as mentioned, it's a 5-year contract, so the price, we just soon pay a one-time fee instead of extending that over 5 years.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Chief. Community support.
I wanna make a motion to allow donations to purchase a gazebo for the newest extension at the dog park.
Second.
Any discussion or questions? These are donations, private donations? Okay. Roll call vote.
Krister,
Yes.
Eddie,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Smith, Garrett,
Yes.
Beeson, Pastor,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
I make a motion to approve the 2025 Popcorn Festival on July 26, 2025, pending the completed special events application and proof of insurance.
Second that.
Second. Any discussion or questions? Okay, all in favor? Opposed? All right,
That's all.
that's all.
Yes.
Economic development,
So
nothing at this time. Negotiations, nothing at this time. I want to finish your new business. Citizens' opportunity to address the council. Pana Pride, demolition discussion or update.
Well, first I'm gonna start out by thanking Chris Jensen and his crew for all their work with the Santa House. They prepared the spot, they moved it, now they're making beautiful sidewalks. We are very, very grateful for all that they did.
We all are, yes.
Yeah, we love, so. We just completed our budget for 2025, and we have earmarked enough money to demolish 4 houses next year. So you get them, we'll tear them down.
I think we got 2 already and 1 coming.
Those are already covered.
Are they?
Yep.
Great. Okay, we got another one coming. Wow. Perfect.
thank you.
That will definitely help our demo one too. Good work. If there's nothing else from the gallery, I will need a motion to go into closed session to discuss purchase or lease of real estate property for use of public body.
Make that a motion.